You're scared that
I'm a little. I thought I was going to show my nipples on this podcast. I got tits, I'm bald, and I got bags.
You have 2 tits on your eyes. 1 tit on your head.
1 tit, 2 tit, 3 tit, 4. I always had these when I was a child, like a baby. You could see them.
Baby bags?
Baby bags.
We got 1 baby bags. He's also balding. Baby balding bags, they call it. Thank you for listening to Steph Infection. Look how amazing my new goddamn studio is. I'm here to tell you to come see me live. I keep telling you guys to sign up for my mailing list, punchup.live/Steph Tolev. Please do it because people keep missing my shows. This weekend, January 17th, 18th, I'm going to be in Eugene, Oregon. Then I'm going to be hosting the AVN Awards, the old porno awards in Las Vegas. If you're there, come check me out January 22nd to 25th. January 31st to February 1st, I'll be in Fort Collins, Colorado. March 6th, I'll be doing a sketch show in Toronto, Ontario, Canada with my sketch duo Lady Stash at the Comedy Bar Danforth. Tickets are almost gone. Please get them now before they sell out. March 13th to 15th, I'll be in Denver, Colorado at the Comedy Works. March 21st to 22nd, I'll be in Albuquerque, New Mexico at the casino out there. Then I'll be doing the Heather McMahon cruise. If you like cruises, this is a fucking super fun one. It's Heather McMahon, Becky Robinson, Joe Dombrowski, me, Adam Ray doing Dr. Phil. We leave it in Miami. That is on April 13th to 17th. My mom's going with her friend Linda. Does that sell you? I don't know. Then I'll be in Pittsburg, April 25th to 27th at the Pittsburg Improv. And then I'll be in Milwaukee at the Milwaukee Improv. Technically, it's in Brookside or Brookfield, wherever the fuck it is. May 2nd to May 4th. And then I'll be in Arizona, Desert Ridge Improv, May 22nd. And then the Tempe Improv, May 23rd, 24th, 25th. Come out, check my goddamn tour dates, punchup.live/Steph Tolev. Thanks, bye. Happy freaking New Year, Steph Infection. I'm in my new studio. Are we seeing this? My best friend is here, Alex Pavone. I say Pavone, he says Pavone. He changed it up like 12 years ago for no reason. Anyways, I love him to bits. I just have to brag about the new studio for 2 seconds. I'm still with All Things Comedy. Everybody relax. No one cares. But I was not liking the lighting. I was very irritated with how I looked. Now, I mean, look what we're doing here.
I thought you've been in this.
This is my first episode in the thing.
Oh, so what you've been showing me is just...
Yes.
Okay,
my good friend Katie helped me design this whole thing. I'm going to tag her YouTube channel in this. She designed this whole goddamn thing. This is fucking wallpaper. If you're not watching my YouTube, get the fuck over to my YouTube now, goddammit. TikTok might be gone by now. I don't know what's going on. Fucking wood paneling wallpaper. I thrifted all this. I got these health books. I thrifted. I got my fucking merch hanging in the corner. I got my Steph Infection light back up. I got a thrift. I went to some guy's house at like 10 p.m. to get this goddamn first aid kit. I have an old school scale, a doctor's scale. It looks like I'm like yelling. I probably don't have to. It's measured after not measured. It's like designed after like a 70s style doctor's office. And I showed it to Katie and she went, yes, I can do this. And then designed this whole fucking thing. And it's incredible. I got insane new lights. I'm backlit. I'm feeling great.
It looks good. Congratulations on your new layout. It looks fantastic.
Thank you
and all
so
the
much
best in the future.
Thank you so much
with this podcast. Thanks for having me. First, and foremost.
You know what? I can't wait to have you. Just quickly want to shit on Shure for 1 second because they wouldn't sponsor me. So thank you for not sponsoring me because I was going to shout you out. But now I got Rode mics. They also didn't sponsor me, but here we are. I'm just trying here to get by. Everybody else gets sponsors. I'm over here sucking my own nuts trying to get a sponsor. Wildfang, I'm trying to get you to sponsor me. But you kind of do. They do send me free rompers all the time. And that's that, and there it is. It's a new year. Alex Pavone and I have been best friends for how long?
A while.
Quite some time. He did this podcast back in the day.
Yeah, on Zoom.
On Zoom.
Yeah.
Years ago when it first started during the pandemic. And guess what? I'm having you back here. We're in Los Angeles. It is, in fact, we are recording on the 14th of January. We are in the flames. We are around. We're not in the flames. I'm fucking one of the fucking lucky ones. I live in East Hollywood. We're not near it. I am so sorry to everybody. I will put links at the end too for animal shelters and people you can donate to. There's a whole list that I keep posting on Instagram of these places to donate. I donated to the Pasadena Animal Shelter because they've been overwhelmed with the amount of people that are just leaving their animals there. Just take them with you if you can. I don't know why people are leaving their pets. It's bizarre to me. Here we are. A lot of blinks. I can hear you're blinking from here.
I am blinking a lot. It's It's as cold as one can be in a room. This is an igloo.
You know
might
what?
as well
I don't really
record from an igloo.
comfortable putting the heat on right now. I have my heat doesn't work. My heat's on the floor.
Freezing.
He's wearing his shoes on my new rug, and I'm not loving that because
I didn't know it was going to be
negative.
-6 in this place.
We're a shoe off kind of country. We're a shoe off nation.
Trust me, I don't want to wear shoes. I want my feet to be warm and crispy, but they are
warm
not.
and crispy. You want crispy feet?
Yeah, I do want crispy feet because they're freezing right now.
That's a crisp foot.
But anyways, thanks for having me. I'm very grateful that you've had me on your podcast.
This man opens for me all of the time. He's been opening me for years. He's got something caught in his throat. That's gonna drive me up the wazoo for the rest of this pod. Look, you came on one where I'm very excited to share my new space.
I love it. I actually think it's very lovely.
The skeleton in the back. This is like one of the actual medical ones that I got. It's crazy. It's like people actually use this to study off of, and there it is, just sitting there. It's missing a piece, so it's really low and hanging.
A lot of back stuff, eh?
A lot of back stuff. I'm always on my back. You got a bad back.
I got a bad back, yeah.
You're always rolling your back with a ball.
Yeah, my dad's got a bad back, and I think I got that from him. My hips are not aligned. I think one leg's shorter than the other. I think that's where it stems from.
You need a lift?
What do you mean a lift?
You might need a little lift on
like
one
a
shoe.
shoe lift?
You might need a single shoe lift.
I'm going to go to a professional. No disrespect to you, but I'm not going to lie
to you. If you start walking around with a platform on one foot, I will make fun of you.
Just a little crooked.
Anybody else, I would not, because I'm sorry you have to go through that, but because it's you specifically, I would simply make fun of that.
Yeah.
We just did shows in San Diego this weekend. I felt very bonkers doing shows while this is going on. It feels bizarre to be like, hoo-hoo, my pussy's fat. Well, people have lost their entire lives. It's fucked up. We're in a bad time. This is a bad, weird way to start off the year. Bizarre.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I've never really experienced anything like this before.
I'm not loving it.
No,
I'll tell you what, I'm hating it, to be honest with you.
Yeah, well, we haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen anything yet. I haven't seen any smoke yet, and I'm grateful for that. But I'm definitely scared, and I feel bad for people, and I want to express that. But you did a great job. That's what comedy is, though. People come, they want to forget about things, and you talked about your labia, and people forgot about
my menorah and the majora.
The menorah majora.
So I need to bring something up because people have been chomping at the bit for this podcast. So you were there the day I called my high school bully on stage.
I was there. I was uncomfortable. I left the room. It was. I'm not ready for that type of interaction and what do you call it? Like head-on-head stuff. It fucked me up a bit.
Well, here's the thing. So let me explain how it all happened. I'm not going to use names because for obvious reasons, my original clip had to be taken down because lawyers were mentioned. So, but not by who you think. So this is the issue. So I get a DM from this guy's brother I used to go to high school with. He goes, guess where we're sitting? In the front row. Got those extra tickets. I tried to find the exact DMs, but I blocked him, so I can't find the message anymore. I think he deleted it. So he tells me we paid because if you sit in the front row, most clubs you pay extra money. We're in the front, says it in text. We're in the front row. Come at us, do what you will, do your thing.
I didn't know that.
Oh,
you never told me that part.
I knew he was there because I got the pre-message.
When did you get the message though?
20 minutes before I went on stage.
Okay.
So I'm going through my phone, posting photos from the last show, sharing like how much fun it's been, whatever.
Yeah.
I get this DM and I go, who's in the front row? So he says his brother's name. Marin Mandovsky is in the front row. I go, oh, I know him. Okay. Not my bully. Nice guy. Buddies with him in high school. Okay. I go on stage. I see him. Remember before you even said that there were two bald guys not laughing in the front row.
I went out and you said, don't leave. I'm going to attack my bully. I guess you were shortening it up for me and then you walked right on.
Yes.
I was like, okay.
So I knew this guy, Marin, was still that's not his real name. I'm just saying this because for obvious reasons. Yes. So I see him in the front row and I go, are you still friends with
blah, blah?
Yes, my actual high school bully, Seiko. Are you still friends with Seiko? He goes, I am. I go, call him up. Marin picks up his phone, presses Seiko's name, hands me the phone. Interaction is had. He answers the phone. He says this guy's name. He goes, is this blah, 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 who I think it is? I go, no, it's somebody else. It's me, Stephanie Tolev, the girl you slapped across the face. Big reaction. Crowd's loving it. He's laughing. Marin in the front row is having a laugh. Can't believe I'm doing this.
No one can.
Yeah. Big laugh. He apologizes to me. I feel somewhat good. To be honest with you, it felt pretty great. I've been waiting since grade 9
Yeah.
Guy slapped me across the face and said, take off your Halloween mask in front of the whole school. I've held on to that. Sorry. That's assault. And nowadays, that would be grounds of getting arrested.
Yeah.
Grade 9, big whoop, I get slapped by a guy, no one cares. Anyways, I post the clip. I have Seiko's name fully in it. I bleep out the actual guy's name who passed me the phone, but it said on the phone call by the bully. But it's so faint and like only people who know his name would know what was said.
Yeah.
His brother, not him, not my actual bully, not the guy that handed me the phone, his fucking brother.
Who was there? Was he there?
Who was there? Who told me they were in the front row and paid extra money for front row seats. I hope you guys are watching this podcast because I'm fucking pissed off. Tells me, DMs me, take this clip down, going viral. Going so fucking viral, like 60K in an hour. It was gonna be at probably, I would assume the way the patterns are, 3-4 million by this point. Maybe 5.
Yeah,
it was going crazy viral. Had like 500 comments in an hour. It was insane. He goes, take it down. My brother's getting calls off the hook. I go, calls about what? Why would he be getting calls? He's the good guy in the situation. Yeah. He's not the bad guy in the situation. Also, getting calls from who? People he already knows. You can't find his phone number on the internet. You're getting calls from friends of mine, ours, who already follow us online. Yeah. So you're simply getting phone calls from people who you're already friends with. The whole thing was really blown out of proportion. I don't like being threatened by a lawsuit. He's like, I got my lawyer involved. This is what it's called?
Defamation of
character. It's not defamation because I didn't say your fucking name. So I didn't do shit. And then my lawyer was like, look, anyone can sue anybody for anything. But I'm like, I would have won. There's no way I would have taken my clip and been like, what did I do here? You sat in the front row and gave me your fucking phone. Don't sit in the fucking front row of my shows if you don't want me to fucking talk to you. That's the rule now.
Let it go.
I just needed to get this off my chest because
focus on this beautiful new studio.
People were asking me about it. Fans were asking what happened and why I took the video down and why I was upset. So that's why.
Okay. Thanks for having me on the podcast. And I really do appreciate it.
That was only 8 minutes of my rant. And now we can get into you.
Nothing. Well, body stuff. You don't necessarily need to just get into me.
We need to get into you. Okay. I emceed your wedding.
You emceed my wedding, and it was a glorious, master of ceremony showing, if you will. You did a great job. We appreciate it. Thank you so much for A, hooking me and Olivia up.
That's right.
And B, being a part of our special day. We'll never forget it.
You'll never forget it. My mom and dad, sister, husband, and baby PP was invited. Yes. Very cute.
Yes.
Jefferson was there. We looked very cute together. We cleaned up nice.
We have one of those electronic picture frames, and we have you and Jefferson. Great picture. You guys, you're laughing. Jefferson's laughing. It's a great picture.
I know the pic, and I wish I lost a little more weight because I do look like sausage coming out of casing in that dress. And I look back now. I do want to say this about my weight loss. My Armenian neighbor just saw me for the first time in a while. She went, "Oh my gosh, what happened? You lost so much weight. Why?" And I'm like, what do you mean why? She goes, on purpose? I go, yeah. She goes, okay.
She thought you got like sick?
Or like Ozempic probably. She thought I was like sucking it back, which I'm not shaming it. I still would. So your
dad broke his tooth too at my wedding.
My dad did break his tooth.
On one of those Jordan almonds. They were very, very tough. And he shattered his tooth. We felt really bad for him.
No, you shouldn't feel bad. Because the second he sat down,
he served Jordan almonds.
No, he opened them up, and I go, Dad, those are hard almonds. You're supposed to suck on them. You can't eat them. I look over 2 seconds later, he's munching on them like he just had a crawfish out of the sea, just full back tooth, and he goes like this. Fiddly D, I broke my tooth. And I'm like, well, you broke your tooth.
How early into the wedding did he break his tooth?
I'm talking moments after the man sat down. He saw those almonds, sprinted over. They were undone before his dick and balls hit the seat. That man had those almonds so far in his teeth.
How much damage to his tooth?
I think a whole crown. There was a whole back tooth that went awry. You should be laughing because it is quite comical.
I feel bad. Like you don't want to go to another country. Lose a tooth
he lost
before the wedding starts.
Yeah, he probably had it.
Sorry,
you know what, too? Probably couldn't really enjoy the rest of the food because he had that open tooth going on the back. Real sensitive mouth that guy has.
Did he put the tooth down? Like, where was the tooth?
He probably put it back in the rest of the almonds and probably finished that tooth. No, I think he ate the tooth. I think the problem was he still went back for another almond. He didn't just have one.
Well, he has another whole side of a mouth.
Yeah, he's done. The almonds were finished. He finished every almond. Yeah. Our family has an eating problem, and it's not normal.
I hope they had a good time minus the tooth.
They had a great time. They had a great time. They loved it. Please tell the story about my speech. So by the time I did my little speech,
yeah,
which I had vaguely written out, I had a little.
You didn't?
No, I wrote it. I didn't really write that. No, I'm lying. I didn't really write that. I had an idea.
I know you. I didn't expect.
I don't write.
You would.
We know I don't write.
Yeah.
I had some ideas.
Yeah.
So I go up. I don't know. You guys are loving it.
I died. I thought it was hilarious. A lot of people did. A lot of my cousins did. They were telling me I just went back to Toronto and they were like, that MC talking about your father's cock. Hilarious.
So I did say
The
at one point.
kids. The younger kids.
I said, I want to thank Alex's dad for sending me his dick pic. I don't know why I said it. I don't know why I was.
Why do you say anything?
Well, that's.
You always.
Really
that's what you say. That's what you
can't
do.
really answer that
That's par for the course with you.
It is par.
But he also
fey for
can't
the course.
hear.
He can't hear.
So
But the
he was
problem
like-
is, he's laughing and pointing. But then what is what your aunt said, which is the funniest?
No, it was my aunt. It was my buddy who was in my bachelor party's mom. She doesn't know that she's an older woman, and she goes, "Oh my God, that's so nice. They share pictures with each other." And they go, "Nelly, that's his picture of his penis." And she goes, "Oh my God, why would he send that to him?" And she's like, "She's joking."
That's so
She's
funny.
like, "Oh my Lord." She's fucked.
The fact your dad's speech was one of the funniest.
But wasn't trying to be funny at all.
No, the funniest part was he comes up. He's like, I'm not being in front. He comes behind. I've never seen somebody come behind the table. He stood directly behind you.
He had my neck
The whole time.
He had me in a pressure point.
He literally, I swear to God, he goes, I just want to thank the Dow family for coming. Anyways,
No, he goes.
Furthermore, it was furthermore. Furthermore, that quickly into a speech is, thank you for coming. Furthermore, he said 4 words. I peed.
Olivia's parents did a duo speech where they
speech.
praised Olivia for being the greatest child
Yes.
alive. And she is. She's
great.
She's so sweet and so
sweet.
nice.
Talented. Yes,
Talented.
yes, yes.
She went to Florida when she was 4 months old, didn't cry once, 24 hours in a car. Beautiful speech. And then my dad comes and it was a whirlwind. I don't really know what happened, but I told him to wrap it up at one point, and into the mic he said, "Shut the fuck up." And I was like, okay.
I don't think he said one nice thing about you.
No, he
did
didn't. No,
he said
didn't.
nice things about Olivia.
Loves Olivia.
Yeah. Well,
No, he didn't say one good thing about
That's
me.
what
No.
you get.
But no, he said one thing about me. He said, Alex, he moved to New York and he, good for him. He hasn't quit yet. And I go, I think about quitting every day.
Okay,
And then he told
okay.
me to fuck off.
Okay. It was a fun back and forth. It was like an Abbott and Costello kind of bit going on there back for a little bit of
I
time.
hated it.
It was quite comical. We were almost late coming here today from San Diego, which we were staying for a few days because I was terrified of my golden retriever breathe in this fucking horrendous air. We were almost late because we had to hose his hairs out of the shower.
Yeah, I'm a hairy guy. I'm a hairy guy.
It's not just the hairs, it's the way in which they coil and the way in which they cement onto objects. So we're sharing a fucking bar of soap. Sasquatch, if you want to sponsor me, I love that soap. It's natural. We're sharing. I'm exfoliating with your hairs.
Yeah,
you know
my
how gross
hairs-
that is.
No, I know.
I got in the shower after you and I was like, "Is this a fucking joke? You got to take the hairs off."
It's
If you think
Buddy,
Jefferson's going to take.
I don't grab the bar of soap and rub it on my body. I don't do that.
So what are you lathering and then you put it on?
I lather. I put it on, and it's hair. They're light. They get shot
They're
off in
light.
different directions. They make it on the soap sometime. If we could come up with an invention where soap cannot or hair doesn't get on the soap, let's do it. Let's try to make something happen. I don't know. I haven't cracked that code on how to get the hair on my body not onto the bar of soap because it happens everywhere. Go on.
Well, this is what I'm thinking now.
Yeah.
I've got an idea for you.
Here we go.
I'm an ideas man. If you know me, anything about me, I'm an ideas man. I think
Yeah.
the amount of hairs you're losing,
Yeah.
full follicle.
Yeah. I know where this
see-
is going.
You know exactly where this is going.
100%.
I'm seeing a root on these hairs.
Yeah.
He's balding.
Big time.
You wouldn't know. He's got a hat on. But there's a bit put the hat back on your head.
Don't got to tell me twice.
He's got a bit of a patch at the back there.
Thinning crown. Not so much.
From dead on, you look normal.
Yeah, it's the back.
It's the back tippity top. Yeah.
The first time I noticed it at a wedding, my buddy got married. He had a drone taking a picture, and then they had the post at the. No, I swear on my life.
It's a drone shot.
Well, they had a drone shot, and then at the wedding, at the ceremony, they had like the slide shots for the day, and they had the zoom in, and I was like, no. And then it zoomed in on me, and I was like, holy smokes. It
You
was bad.
really had no clue.
Well, this was 2016, so I didn't, you had to get a bird's eye view to start seeing where the issue was going to take place.
Okay, so just started small.
It was an aerial, the aerial footage showed that there was, danger on the horizon.
Danger on the horizon.
But up top here, look good.
We gotta nest it. You
up.
told me about a comic that nests it. He swivels, he swaps,
We
he makes
can't
a
say his
little.
name.
Can't say anyone's name anymore. Names are done.
I guess I can. I'm
Meth
Sue me.
Marsuri.
What do I
Everyone's
got?
got a fake name now. Makes a bit of a nest. We like the nest. I think you should nest it.
no.
But you've peppered. But
I
you
peppered.
were thinking of going. You keep joking about going to Turkey, but Olivia
I
doesn't
want
you
to go to Turkey. I genuinely want to go to Turkey.
I've told you, Benedict. You've seen his head. You've seen the plugs.
Yeah, but the thing with Turkey is I heard it does, 8 to 10 years tops. But I don't care. If I'm bald at 50, I don't care. Something about in my 40s, I still want hair. I'm 38 years old
But
right
you
now.
always wear a hat anyways. Even before you were losing the hair.
I think it's time to take the hat off when I'm doing comedy. I think it's time. Unless I shave my head. But I'm scared I'm going to look like a dick. Like a penis.
Yeah.
Because I don't know
Yeah.
how I feel about my ears.
What's wrong with your ears?
I don't know. You don't know when these problems are going to ensue
No,
until
you
you're
have
bald.
normal ears. They're not bulging out. They're kind of flat. Actually, they're normal size ears.
Yeah.
You know what it is? I'm thinking your
Yeah.
forehead's too small to be bald.
You think so?
I don't know.
It could be.
I don't know. I think you can nest it for now.
It just looks so bad in the back.
But your wife loves you.
She
and
does.
loves your little bald head.
I love her too, and I don't think that's the problem. I think it's
But I'm
me.
saying, if you were a single guy right now and you had been struggling,
Little bald head.
if you were struggling with finding a woman and every woman that you met was like, I hate your head, I hate your balding head, I'd be like, let's find a solution.
I'd
here.
shave my head. I would shave my head, but it is that.
And your dad has full head of hair.
Oh, and it's not full, but he's a 72-year-old man.
He
But
looks good.
He does look good. He looks better than me.
He thinks I'm a political comedian.
He does.
What do you say? Controversial.
Yeah, but he just doesn't like English isn't his first language, so he doesn't know words. But he has pretty good hair.
Your mom's got a full head of hair.
My mom's a woman.
So there's female pattern baldness.
There
Like
is, but
crazy.
it's-
Why am I mumbling today? I'm like slurring. It's bizarre.
I don't know. Maybe the smoke's
Tired.
getting to us. No, I don't think. I think she's got a full head of hair. I never looked at my mom's head. It looks like it's full.
You've never looked at your mother's head.
Yeah, but like not. I wasn't looking for like bald patterns in the woman.
I'm looking at balding hair. We know a comedian in Toronto. She's balding. She's balding bad. Coach Bombay. Coach Bald Bay. That was funny.
Bandra.
No names here on this podcast. Steph Infection, the nameless podcast, until anyone goes back. I have to say what? I'm going to have to say Friss Malia for now on, and everyone knows who that is. God
Honest to
sakes.
God, though, the balding is not. I could shave my head.
Do you think of it all the time?
Every day, yeah. Every day I think of my head. The powder is unsustainable. I can't keep
Powder's a
powdering my
lot.
head.
You're Giulianiing over there, the powder. Isn't it rinsed down?
No, it's not really, but I have to wash it out of my head I can't like go to bed. I can't powder my head and then go to sleep. I'm gonna get
I powdered my head for my special.
schmetz. Yeah, I know.
I little pep my step.
So Olivia, what did you do to your eyebrows during the special? What
Same,
happened?
normal eyebrows.
I thought he did something with the eyebrows.
No, I do. Yeah, I always draw my eyebrows on. Well, right now.
Well, he did something, the makeup artist, and I ran out of pepper to go to a wedding, and Olivia, because after the wedding it was the special, and then it was the wedding.
Yes.
She was like, I saw the makeup artist do something to Steph, sit tight, and she made it was like a Bob Ross type paint skifets. And then she painted the back of my head.
She painted the back of your
It
head.
was like a lot of eyeliner. I know I needed eyeliner remover for 2 days to scrub that shit out of my head this. But yeah, this is unsustainable. So I would rather just shave my head or go to Turkey. And I think going to Turkey is plausible.
Why don't you try shaving? Even if you get cut real...
I'm scared.
Cut real short.
I'm scared. Yeah, that's how you got to do it. You got to start with the buzz cut.
Start with the buzz.
I'm scared. I'm scared. What happens if I look like an idiot?
Then you grow it back in. You grow back what all you've left.
There's something about aging that's scary. It's nothing to do with
terrifying. We're dying.
Yeah, I know.
Hell.
I know.
hell?
And I got these bags under my eyes too. So
You've
like,
got the bags.
Yeah.
Yeah, the bags, but that you can figure out yourself. You should be putting like stuff on them.
no, I gotta
things.
cut. I gotta cut them. I gotta cut them out. My dad had these.
Cut 'em out?
Yeah, it's a calcium. It's calcium buildup. Yeah, he did it.
He sliced it?
He sliced it. This guy's such a piece of shit. He would, because I always had these bags under my eyes. I always had these when I was a child, like a baby. You could see them.
Baby bags?
Baby bags. And I would, I know.
God.
I know. But
How no wonder they only have one kid. They're like, I can't have two baby bags running around here. We got one baby bags. He's also balding. Baby balding bags, they called you.
Triple B. But yeah, no, I had the bags, and my dad would always be like, you're not sleeping enough. Fully knowing he had the issue. And then,
That's crazy.
And then a couple, 5 years ago or something like that, I saw an old picture of my dad's ID from like the 70s, big bags. And I said,
Big
look at these bags to my mom. And now that my parents are divorced, cat's out of the bag. She's like, your father got surgery on those things years ago. I'm like, well, that's what I have.
So what does that mean? So if they open
They cut it, take it out. That's what
I
it
don't
is.
like
That's
that.
the surgery.
Where do they cut? Down here?
Yeah, just like, well, you got like lines anyways here, right? So they just cut, take it out. That's what he did.
What
I
do
don't
you
know.
take it out? What is coming out?
Like the schmetz, the calcium,
schmetz?
whatever it is. I don't know. I have no idea, but
I don't like this.
But that's like, the fatty tissue.
The fatty tissue.
Yeah,
okay.
that's got to
Slice it
go.
out.
But I don't know how long the recovery is, and I don't know how long it's going to take. But then I asked my dad, and he said, yeah. He goes, yeah, I did do that, and it took. He said the recovery isn't that bad. So maybe I get rid of these and then shave my head. Because I don't want to be bald with bags.
Yeah, you know what? Do one at a time.
Baldo Baggins. I was trying to
You
think
can't
of that
be
one.
Baldo Baggins.
No, I
That's
can't.
way too much.
If I
Also, you can't have bald and then two like cut open eyelids. If you're bald and you have two big bloody slits under, you're like Uncle Fester.
Yeah, no. That's exactly.
Oh my God.
Exactly. I don't want to look like Uncle
Ew.
Fester. That's the problem.
That is-
So I got to go bagless bald or hair bag. Call me the bag man. I don't know what to tell you.
Call you the old hairless bag man. You would kind of like a sack.
I would look.
You think
like
less
a
like I think less like a penis, more like a sack. Something's in my eye now. Now all this eye shit, I got something going on in the old ball.
There's particles.
Is
in
it
the air.
particles? There's no problem. We've been
Probably.
inside since we've been back. So the last time you're on here, it was only last time. The other time,
The only time. The one time.
the one time you're on here and we discussed
On
something.
Zoom.
It was so long ago that we didn't get to see. So I just want to show the people. Also, do people start podcasts in the beginning?
What do you mean?
I don't know if anybody actually who continues to listen to this podcast now started from the very beginning
Sure,
of my
there's a
pods.
couple. I'm sure there's a couple, but there's probably more now.
Yeah. So the newbies, Pavi was on here, and he's got some nip issues.
So it started around grade 7, grade 8. I remember, I was going through puberty, and I just remember my nipples started getting bigger. And I was like, well, this is bizarre. It was weird. And I was starting to get self-conscious when
Not your tits, just the nipple itself.
No, I don't have tits. I have big nipples. I don't have, breasts. Imagine I had breasts. The balding breasting bag man. Jesus Christ.
Baldy breasty big bazookas. There's no way I'd be your friend if you had bags,
No, you
bald,
wouldn't.
and breasts.
There's no way you'd ever talk to me.
I'd be freaked out by you.
Yeah, of course.
You'd
I'm a
give me the-
sideshow.
you give me the
I'm a
heebie-jeebies.
freak. I got tits, I'm bald, and I got bags.
You have two tits on your eyes, one tit on your head.
1 tit, 2 tit, 3 tit, 4. No, I had big nipples, and I would take my.
Wait, stop. When you say big nipples, are we talking about the areola?
No.
The actual nip itself.
Yeah, they were long.
So we're talking they're growing outwards.
Yeah, I had normal nipples at one point. Like they were flat, and just the little. The little bump is the bump that, what's
Okay.
the areola is the whole nipple,
The
right?
areola is thing around with the little bumpies.
Okay, the little bumpy was little. It was a normal nipple.
So the normal nipple, yes.
And then as I was going through puberty, I just got nipples, like long woman nipples. And I was so.
I don't think I've ever laughed at anything anyone has ever said to me because I'm always like, this isn't funny, but this is funny stuff.
I mean, yeah, of course you can make fun of me. I don't care.
This is interesting. This is bizarre.
It was bizarre. And
did you show your mom?
There was no internet like Google at the time, or maybe there was, but it wasn't like, yeah, I showed my mom. Of course I showed my mom.
What did she say?
Well, she was like,
We're still laughing.
She was like, no, my mom's the best. She was like, these are fine, And then, but I could tell that based on her reaction, they weren't.
She turned around and barfed.
Looked at her own nipple, like, yikes.
She goes, yeah, you're fine. Just fucking yacked.
She was concerned. She was.
Okay.
So we went to the doctor, and the doctor was like, yeah, no, this stuff happens when people go through puberty and stuff like that. So I was like, okay. And then at school, I was always like, a bit of a clown and stuff. So I'd take off my shirt in gym class and stuff when we'd get dressed.
And swirl them around.
And no, listen. So one day, I was an only child. I'm bored at home. I start squeezing my nipples, and a little clear substance came out. I'm not joking. I wish I was joking.
Of course, why would you make this up?
I probably have if they remember, I probably have 15 people who would back this up because we were in gym class.
So you squirted out?
I squirted out in the privacy of my own home. I didn't.
Oh, okay. I think you squirted out there first.
Well, no, not first because I didn't know what was going to happen.
Okay.
I really tried. It wasn't like a pimple. Like it was
you two fingered it?
I two thumbs, and I really squeezed, and a little fluid came out, like a clear, viscous fluid. And I didn't lick it or anything like that.
I was okay.
It was, it wasn't enough.
How much came out?
Not enough.
Like a driblet?
Like after you, like a post-cum clearness.
Okay, so like a couple
almost.
drips.
Not even a couple drips.
One drip.
Yeah, like one.
Like a small drip.
Like a small clear fluid.
Okay.
And I was concerned. And that's when we went to the doctor, and he said, "No, it's just like discharge or whatever from the nipple or something like that."
Discharge from the nipple.
So I said, "Okay," and then I went to gym class and I go, "Check this out. It might not work, but here we go." And it worked. And then
it worked again. Same amount.
Yeah, same amount. And then my friends were like, "That's," they were laughing. They thought it was hilarious.
I thought that was hilarious.
Yeah, they thought it was hilarious.
I was concerned by that.
No, we were kids. We were 14. And then the doctor said that the puffiness would go down. It never went down. Did it still come out, the stuff? No, I don't think so.
When have you tried?
No, it has. I probably tried on and off for a couple of years. It hasn't come out. But my other friend.
Does Livia know this?
I think I might have told her I lactated.
At some point in the vows, I love you with all my heart and with my lactation. God.
But a friend of mine, it's tough to connect with people who have big nipples, but a friend of mine had only one puffy nipple. It was very weird. Schmadam Mufrio, we could call him. And he was the only guy I know who had like a weird nipple, but only one. His other nipple was fine.
Okay.
I would have been fine with one nipple puffed up, but two puffed up like porn nipples.
Well, but this is when the issue comes in for me. You didn't just leave the nipples as is.
No.
What did you do to these nipples?
Well, we're at the 3-year mark of these puffy nipples, and they're not coming down like the doctor said they would. And they were really bothering me. So I said, you know what could get these nipples not to look weirder? I got 2 nipple rings.
He got 2 nipple rings.
Yeah.
This man, again, if you're not watching the YouTube, you aren't the type of person I'd ever picture to get any sort of piercing.
No, a drummer gets, like a rock band drummer gets nipple rings.
Yeah.
Lenny Kravitz gets nipple rings.
Lenny Kravitz, big nipple ring kind of energy that guy's got. You, not so much.
No, I'm not a nipple ring guy.
No, I say no piercing at all.
I had my ears pierced.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
Okay.
I actually want to get my ears pierced again. Olivia won't
Don't
let me.
Dave Morhej me. Dave Morhej got his ears pierced too late in life. It's bizarre.
I like them. I like a little.
No. It's too late in life.
Well, I have a nipple ring, so I mean.
So you still have one?
I have one. One got really infected. I had to get rid of it. The other one is still in there. I'm not getting rid of these nipple rings. There was too much pain. Involved, and now they're just too much a part of me.
You're an almost 40-year-old man.
Yeah.
And he has a
38.
hoop.
Yeah.
Nipple.
Yeah.
Ring.
Yeah, I got
strange. I saw it. I had a glimpse of it. So we just shared a room our friend's house in Carlsbad, and I had a glimpse. I don't like looking at it.
No, they are bizarre.
They are very bizarre.
Yeah,
Olivia likes it.
She's deeply in love with me. I don't think there's turning back. But her family's never seen my nipple rings. I've never taken my shirt off in front of her family.
And you're never going to. That's it.
I thought it would be hilarious to go to the beach with them every year because we go to the beach every year. I thought it would be hilarious to finally expose my nipple by coming out of the ocean.
That is good. They probably didn't notice. Do
They
they know you have it?
They know. Everybody knows.
So then what the heck?
I've never taken it's very awkward to take off my shirt in front of. First of all, I'm the hairiest man alive. I have shoulder hair coming out, back hair. I'm very hairy. But, you know, we went to a spa last week and we were walking around and I'm like, my nipples out. Like, it's uncomfortable.
But wait, is there no scientist here that, am I not onto something if you collect all these hairs by the follicle and put them in your head? I'm still on this.
I just don't think they're the same type of hair. Like,
who gives a rat's head? Have a little fucking pubic in the middle.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that, honestly.
The amount they grow, the amount those things are shedding, follicle and all. If any hair you can get, I think you should be collecting, putting it on ice, and shoving it in your head.
This fucking
I'll tell you what, I'll be getting plugs. I'll plug it up. I feel like I'm balding in the back. I'm plugging it up.
No, you're not.
I'm plugging. Plug me in to the wall and shove those follicles in my head.
Plug it in.
No,
I don't think
I'll go to wherever the hell it is.
But yeah, you know, I got the resources.
I will start a GoFundMe just for my hair plugs.
I got the resources. You need any puppies for my shoulder, my back? They'll come to the back of your head, no doubt. You need them? I got them.
I mean, maybe I should shave my ass hairs.
You could do that, I guess.
My anus. I don't give a shit if at the top of my head's little pubes.
I don't think you're balding. I think you look fine.
Oh, can I bring this up?
Yeah.
So I went and got sugared when I was in San Diego because we were there and I had an extra, whatever, it doesn't matter. I had to sugar my puss. You didn't know the positions that we go in. You were very alarmed.
Why would I?
When you're anyone who does normally, but I guess when women, I guess more women go than men. When you get your ass done, some sugar or waxers say go on your side and lift it up. Some they're having back. Some you go in like doggy style. Hands and knees.
That's what I anticipated.
That seems more perverse to me. This, she wanted me to be on my back and then bring my two knees to my chest and hold it. It does feel like there's so much there. It feels like my hole's like... Anyways, this woman sugars me and we get talking because I get chatty in there. Yeah, I don't know what to do. My bare pussy's there. She's waxing hairs off of it.
I would be the same.
You got to talk a lot.
Yeah,
I'm really chatty. I mentioned I do comedy. Say I'm doing a show in San Diego. Oh, hey, if you want to come. She goes, yeah, I'd love to. I'm like, yeah, a lot of people say, yeah, sure, I'll come.
And this was the last night, so this was her only chance.
Yeah, it was a Sunday night. I'm like, if you want to come, yeah. I was literally from the wax.
Not thinking she would say yes.
She was, yeah, sure. And I go, okay. She was like, no, let me know. And I'm like,
right down the barrel.
Yeah, and I go, I'll get you tickets, whatever. And then on the way out, she goes, okay, so what's the info? And I'm like, I'll put you down for 2 with James and Kelly. I'm like, okay, Kelly, Schmelly. Fuck me. And then she shows up.
She did.
She shows the fuck up, and I make a joke of my labia, and she goes, it's not that big. I'm like, bitch, shut the fuck up. Yeah, you can't ruin my career like this.
Yeah. We're trying to...
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, you got a whole thing going on with the
I got a whole thing. I've made a career off of this.
You've made a career off of this.
Schmelly ain't coming back to a show. Schmelly did a very good job. I wish she was in LA. She got over here. It was great. And I had a big ingrown. You must get ingrown.
You've been talking about this ingrown hair for 4 days.
Because I've been in the shower. We were sharing a bathroom. I've been in there digging at it.
I don't get...
Doug. Even Jefferson right now goes, what the heck's that? My ingrown hair.
It's that big?
It's big. It's
Squeeze it. Get rid of it.
I can't. It's
needle.
I'm so
Burn
far
it, needle. Yeah.
When you like create a hole.
Yeah.
It's
created it.
Oh, I created it, and now I can't get it out. It's so far in.
Yeah, you've been talking.
Well, Jefferson won't take it out for me.
To it or me about it.
Because it's upsetting. You get distracted by it. You must have ingrowns.
Well, when I shave a bit, I only use the trimmer. When I shave, I'll get some, like with the razor. Some on my back, probably. Yeah,
some on the back. Wait, do you want to show the nip or no?
Yeah. Let's show the nip.
I want to see the nip. Oh, it's weird to watch you take it off. I don't know. Should we just cut away and come back to the nip?
Well, I have to take it off regardless.
I know, but I'm like, which one are you showing? The one that's...
No, we'll show the nipple. I
know we're showing the nipple.
The nipple ring.
Oh, the nipple ring.
Can I tell you about the nipple ring though?
Yes.
I got it when I was 17 years old. You have to be 18 to get it or a parent has to come in. And I called my mom, and she came. And then the guy who did the piercing for me, because I got both of them, right?
Yeah.
He had a big tattoo on his neck that said, "Fuck you." I'm not joking. Okay? So we were there, and he told me, he goes, the clamp, because they clamp it and pierce it with this long ass, like, spear.
Okay.
And then they, like, I don't know how they do it now, but this is 2003. So he goes, the clamp hurts more than the pierce. So I was like, oh.
So they ice it first?
Bizarre. I forget what they did.
Okay.
And so he clamped my nipple, and I was like, this doesn't hurt at all. And then now the pain is out of control. You're like paralyzed because it hurts so much, but it's just so weird because it pierces you. It goes through your nipple, and then you could sort of feel it in the middle of your nipple, and then you know it's coming out.
Yeah.
But it happens so fast, but also in slow motion.
They do it, yes.
And your body is paralyzed. You're like this. And then you're mad because you're like, why did you lie to me? Why did you tell me? I was like, this isn't bad. You know?
Did he not go, whoa, these are some long nips when you came in?
No, this guy was on meth. This guy had no idea what was going on. He had "fuck you" on his neck. He was completely... Don't ever trust a guy who has a "fuck you" tattoo on his neck is my point.
Yeah.
They're a lie. He's a liar. So then he goes, do you still want the other one? And I go, just go. Hurry the fuck up, man. Mr. Fuck You. And then he went, check. Got me again. So now I got these two things coming out of... Like they're coming out because he's got to slide the thing through, right?
Yeah.
But I'm bleeding, sort of like Passion of the Christ coming down my nipples. And my friends are there because they think it's hilarious because we're stupid. And I go, hey man, can I go out there right now and like show my friends this with my blood? And he's like, yeah. Like he shouldn't. I shouldn't have.
Funny, go.
So there's a curtain, and I go like this, and none of my friends are there, and it's like a family waiting to get their daughter's ears pierced, and they're like, Jesus!
And you're like, I have risen.
And I was like, okay, I'm just bleeding. So here we go.
Okay, here we go. Let's see here. Let's get a nice
Do you want to see the regular nipple?
Let's see the regular nipple. I thought both were long.
But it is mutilated now, the regular one. Because
Okay. Let's see.
I don't know how good this camera is. Maybe
it's a good camera.
Maybe don't zoom in on them.
Okay, I'm not going to zoom in.
Okay, this is the regular one.
Okay, that doesn't look that big.
Yeah, but
that's normal.
No, but it was puffed.
No,
But
okay.
maybe with the chest hair and stuff.
I honestly thought it was way worse.
Yeah, no, I guess it did get.
No, that's definitely not as bad as it was in my head.
Okay.
That's a normal nipple. It's just like an old man nipple. It is a bit longer than most male nipples.
Yeah, it is.
This chest hair is really throwing me off.
Yeah,
I've never looked at your chest for this long before.
White chest hairs too, which I don't like. And here we go. Here's the money shot.
Let's see the money shot. Let's just... It's not... I thought it was way worse.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting.
No, it's not as bad. I thought it was like Gonzo. I thought it was like hanging low.
It was at one point.
It went in. Let me see the side. It's really not as... No, from the side. The side is bad. The side is...
And because I have like the overview.
Yeah, you got the overview. You know what? There's an over and there's an under on that thing. There's a little shadow coming out on the bottom of that.
FanDuel, sponsor.
We're trying to get a lot of sponsors here. I got a lot of lawyers I got to pay off.
Not bad.
Honest to God, in my head...
Slept on my back for 2 months.
Because of...
You can't sleep on your stomach after you get your nipples pierced. Fucking hurts.
I thought... I pictured this. I thought it was more like... It's like... They honestly, the last time I saw it, I think they have...
Coming out of my chest?
I did. I thought it was Gonzo's nose. They honestly have gotten... They have...
Subsided.
They have.
I had to clean I had to, like with a little Q-tip, you have to like, with salt and stuff. I used to dip my, I swear to God, they told me to dip it, salt water in a shot glass and take a shot. I swear on my life. That's what I would do for like half a year. I'd be like, gotta clean my nipples.
Was it worth it?
No. Nothing is.
I can't believe you still have that. And do you clean that now? You have to in the shower. You're cleaning the soap.
I clean it in the shower, but I don't clean it every day. I don't take a shot glass.
Yeah. Hello. They are kind of feminine nipples.
Yeah,
They're bigger nipples than mine. I'll tell you who's got the smallest nips on the planet.
Who?
Jefferson Davis McDonald.
How small are they?
Tiny little nippies.
Yeah.
He's got baby little nips.
I'd rather these pointy ass nipples than the fat areolas, though. Those are way worse.
They're hard. There's one guy.
You can notice those from like a mile away. You have to really lock in to notice.
And you don't ever wear like a tight shirt to see them.
Every once in a while, you could see it.
I've never seen your nipples through your shirt.
Okay, fair enough.
And we tour every weekend together.
Yeah.
And I would be like, I can see your nipple again.
Well, yeah, no, not
and
recently.
I'm disgusted by it.
Yeah, not recently.
There's a guy on TikTok. I don't know what his handle is, but he would do these magic tricks because he's such a big. His areola was maybe like
Pepperoni nipples.
Yeah, but bigger pepperoni. And then he would do these jokes where he would come it off and put on. It was very bizarre, and I said it was my algorithm.
I'd rather have these nipples than those nipples. Those nipples are really bad.
Because those, you're honest to God, it's not as bad as you made it seem.
Well, I guess in my head, being a kid, and you always think about
the lactation is more bizarre than the nipple size.
We have to look it up to see if a guy could lactate, but I'll never forget. It was just a little drip of clear, somewhat like a sap, like I was
sap.
Yeah, like a tree, like I was tapping, like you tapped a maple tree or something like that.
Wow,
something like that. That's what it
so
looked like.
Canadian.
I can't describe it any other way than a little sap coming out of my nip.
Putting that on a Timbit and get yourself a little maple glazed Timberini.
A little double nipple sap.
Double nipple trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
So those are my nipples, and then I don't think anything else other than my balding and my nipples. I don't think anything else is too bad. Well, I'm short and I got a bad back, but everything else.
You got a bad back.
Pretty fine. I got a foreskin. That's about it.
I've been making fun of your foreskin because you told me a long time ago.
Yeah.
That you didn't know that you put your foreskin back until way too late in life.
No.
Yes.
That's not true.
What did you say? You didn't clean it properly.
Oh, oh my God. That's not true. Jesus Christ. No, I remember the day that my father taught me to clean my dick.
2010.
Yeah, I was just off to college, and he was like, "Come here, you know how to wash that thing?" No,
Your dad showed you
my dad had to show me
with his own penis.
Yeah, that's what you have to do when you have.
How old were you?
Like 4.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense.
5. But I never forgot the day. I never forget where I was. Were you
not in the shower?
Yeah, I was. Yeah,
okay.
He didn't do it on fucking Woodbridge Avenue.
I was like, where is he doing this?
No, he did, but it's
in line at the Esso when the fucking gas went down.
You're like 4. You remember 2 days of your life. You're like, Santa Claus is here, and your dad's cock's right in front of your fucking eyeballs.
Yeah. Well, try seeing your dad's dick when you're 35. It really freaks you out.
Yeah, exactly. So I didn't obviously pay that much attention, and one time
that's a good age to tell you. You pull it back, you wash it.
Yeah, but if you don't do a good enough job, you could lose it, right? You could get infected, you could lose it, but
yes,
so I'm cleaning my dick on the regular, obviously.
If you have foreskin, shouldn't you be cleaning it like twice, 3 times a day?
No, you should clean it every day though. 3 times a day.
No. Jefferson scrubs his anus and his pee-pee 100 times a day. Squeaky clean.
I'd say 90% of my shower is focused on my dick.
Well, yeah, I would hope so. You're not going there washing your back and getting out of there.
No, I'm not. I haven't washed my legs, haven't washed my arms. It's like dick and ass. 90%.
It's dick and ass. You washing your feet in there?
Yeah, I wash my feet. I wouldn't say every time though. I get my toes.
Yeah.
Maybe every other day, let's say.
I'm going to say I don't wash my back.
How can you? What do you fucking...
I don't wash it. I assume the shampoo just goes down.
Yeah, you can't wash your back.
I have no pimples back there. The back's wet. It's been wet for years. It's never really been sudded.
I don't think you need to wash your back.
Well, I got a clean back.
Everyone does.
Well, no, I lie on mats at the gym sometimes. It's nasty as hell.
Yeah, I guess. But I think just water will get rid of that. The water watering. You're good.
You know what I want to say too? Shout out to La Jolla, the San Diego club. I sat on the toilets all weekend and there was no pee-pee on them.
They were beautiful.
They were fucking clean bathrooms for a comedy club.
Yeah, they were.
It's a comedy store.
Yeah, they were good.
No pee-pee every time I sat down. That's so rare. I always squat, but I looked in, I was like, what the fuck is this? Every day I had a nice little sit.
You squat.
I squat over toilets. I'm being so accurate with this. 90% of my life. I will sit at my house. I will sit when I was recording All Things Comedy. I sat. I do not sit at any of the clubs in Los Angeles.
Sit at my house?
I sit at your house. I sit at friends' houses.
Yeah, okay.
And then every public washroom, I will be squatting.
You don't do the bird's nest?
No, I'm so crazy now. When I travel, I have my giant camera backpack. I squat wearing that. That's fucking 50 pounds, that goddamn bag. You've lifted that bag. I don't even take it off when I go to the airport now. I have my backpack on, pull my pants down.
Isn't there a hook?
I don't want to be in there. These fucking bathrooms at the airport. Oh, can I say one thing about the airport? Worse than the human bathrooms? The fucking dog pet relief areas are atrocious. At the Houston airport, it was so bad. My dog had gone on, at this point, 6-7 hours, refused to pee in there. She went in, she went, literally her whole face went like that.
I don't think I even know what they look like. What do they look like?
Oh, it's like, you just see this, it's apparently fair, you go to this little door. I went in, a woman came out with her Frenchie. She goes, you can't go in there. And I'm like, what? She goes, my dog won't go. And I was like, okay, whatever, bitch. I go in, me and Susan are like I didn't know a dog could gag.
Shit everywhere?
It smells, no shit, just the worst urine on the planet Earth. Like, it smells like there's piss on the walls. They're not cleaning it. But I will say the one at the only good thing about the Toronto airport, the only good thing, because you know how fucking bad that airport
Horrific
is.
airport.
Worse. YYZ, YYP, I hate it. They have a dog area in the middle of the terminal, and it's like in open air. Okay. So it's just a little fake piece of grass. That's what it doesn't even smell.
That's what I assume most of the pet reliefs are outside in like a little.
And the LAX one is outside.
Okay.
Actually outside. They would outside. I guess you'd be smoking.
But there's
or something.
some contained that are in indoors. Like, like Houston.
Yes.
Which is
no,
bizarre.
Houston is in a room.
It's
cell.
inside.
Yeah,
yes.
it's disgusting.
Very weird over there in Texas. They got like chapels in their airports, but they don't have.
I bet you those will smell like piss.
They probably do.
Yeah, any kind of sealed room smell like piss.
Probably a couple people who wet their pants there in the old.
We're wet.
Psalms.
Are you farting on the plane?
I try not to. I try to have a little common decency for people.
I'm trying to hold it in, but
I do. I do hold it in, but depends. It depends on the surroundings around me. Like if a guy beside me is annoying, if it depends if people are annoying me, then I will fart.
Well, you said someone had their armrest up the other day for you. The whole flight.
Yeah, they put their armrest. It was because I was on the outside seat, so I already had an armrest. I don't feel like I'm justified to have two. So I had one. So I guess this one was his. So he put it up. I don't know why he put it up. I've never had anybody put up an armrest.
Strange.
So, I didn't even know they go up
from the person beside you.
I didn't even know they go up.
It's a nice little blockade.
Yeah, and it gives you it sets boundaries. This guy was fucking like he had his elbow like right in my fucking grill.
No, I don't like that.
He looked scary, or I would have fucking snapped. But he was like a scary looking guy. He had like a tattoo on his neck. I was like, all right, I'll just take this guy's elbow in the rib
It says
cage.
fuck you. You're like, hey, I recognize you.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, you did my recognize this? Hey,
squirt lactate at him.
Ew. Oh. Actually, Jefferson needs some more milk for his coffee, so maybe you can. I cannot believe. So Pavy's always around when I'm getting mad at stuff and freaking out. And I will say, I cannot believe Jefferson stayed with me after my full-fledged Karen I had flying back from Nashville. You know what? I've realized this now. Whenever I see those videos on TikTok of people on airplanes losing their mind, they have every goddamn right.
They've hit a boiling point.
They've beyond the boiling point. If you show me a lead up to how that person started screaming, getting carried off the plane, it would be a rude agent, a rude TSA. It would be attitude for 4 or 5 hours straight, driving you to that point.
You think most Karens are justified for carrying it up
on an airplane? Yes.
Only airplanes.
Only airplanes.
Crafts.
The way in which you get treated at the airport by the ticket agents, by United in general, and Air Canada can suck my fucking ass. They're the worst fucking airlines.
They are the worst airlines.
They're unreal. I'm right now arguing because they moved me from first class to back. I paid for first class.
United is better than Air Canada.
They owe me thousands of dollars. They're like, no, you sat in first class. I'm like, bitch, why would I be fucking calling you? I didn't fucking sit in first class.
Yeah.
I stuffed my golden retriever under a fucking seat for 9 hours. Give me my fucking money. United. Very annoyed. Anyways, I full Karen'd. I pressed the overhead button while we were taxiing. I went screaming, and the woman comes on the PH goes, excuse me, if you have pressed the button, please turn it off. We're on an active taxiway. We cannot help you. Once we get to the gate, I go, we can't get to the gate. I'm missing my fucking flight. Screaming. Screaming.
So you guys had landed and you guys were waiting to get to your gate, and you were hitting the thing to speed it up.
I was hitting the thing to tell.
What was the goal there? To like let them know that you were going to be late, or
to
what?
fucking tell the other plane to wait for us. We waited. We taxied for an hour after we landed.
So you were on a plane. You were going to tell
this was our second layover. We already missed our first layover. We are on a second layover now, and I was like, we're about to leave in 20 minutes.
You got it though.
No, the second we walked off, it was a 2.5 hour delay. Furthermore.
Oh, okay. So the plane was delayed regardless.
After I had got off the plane. If it had happened on the plane, it would have been like, I'm not a psychopath.
Okay. So you're supposed to leave at 1. It's 12:45 and then 3:30.
And you know how sometimes you wait for people to get off a plane? I was just trying to get her attention to be like, can you please just tell the next aircraft to wait fucking 5 minutes? That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah.
Suck my ass, United. Suck it.
They suck.
They suck. They all suck.
Air Canada's worse than United, though, I feel.
Delta is the best one, and I'm trying to
Delta's
build up
good.
points over there.
Delta's good. I like Delta.
I like Delta. They're nice. A free
they are.
upgrade's like $30.
Yeah, they're nice. You say, you talk to the flight attendants and, you're nice to them.
Civilized.
They give you extra cookies. They give you,
You
extra
get
stuff.
extra stuff.
Yeah, they're nice.
United, a woman beside me was like, "Can I get a second one?" He goes, "No, we have the exact amount of pretzels for everyone on the plane." And then she looked at me and she's like, "Okay, buddy." I'm like, nobody else asked.
No.
She's starving. Let her have 2 pretzels.
No, they're doing it on purpose. They have enough. They have enough cookies.
Psycho.
There's 4
They have cookies. They have pretzels.
4 cookies in a bag.
There's 1 piece of salt and there's 19 fucking.
Yeah,
Shut
crumbs.
up.
It's crumbs and salt.
It's
That's
crumbs
all it
and
is.
salt. Why are they all bashed up? We gotta wrap this up. What's your podcast?
It is Cat Daddy and the Pizza Squirrel, and it's a sports live-in podcast, 8 p.m. Eastern Tuesday. We need the listeners.
They need the listeners. They had one viral clip. They tried to get me to get on the viral clip. Didn't work. They used the worst picture of me. The font was blurry. Made no fucking sense. Follow Alex on Instagram. Alex Pavone.
Mr. Alex Pavone.
Mr. Alex Pavone. I'll tag his name on this. Follow him.
Yeah,
He
follow
opens
me,
me all the time.
please.
He's hilarious.
I need it.
All right. Thanks
for having me.